Hey guys, I want to talk about this article that I came across on yahoo.com. How dollar stores scammed America to become worth more than Coca-Cola. So I have read several articles recently, well, over the past couple of years, about these anti-dollar store articles. I don't see anything wrong with dollar stores for the most part. I actually think that they do communities good, especially poor communities, working class community, moderate income communities, those communities making when your salary is less than $60,000 a year. But that's just my take on it. Maybe there's something that you all know that I don't know or that I can't see. But definitely there are some pros and cons to dollar stores, in my opinion. But yeah, I definitely want to read this article and just put my input um, on the article as I read it. So it starts off if you have been if you have driven more than approximately 2 miles anywhere in America, chances are you have come across a Dollar General, Dollar Store, or Family Dollar. If you happen to drive 3 or more miles, then you are most likely to see all three. Okay, I will agree with that statement there because within the past 5 years, I would say, I have noticed that I see more and more of these dollar stores, especially in the rural areas. And I think that that's a great thing because I live in a city, a big city, and I we have another property in the rural area or the country. And sometimes I take the highway, sometimes I go through small towns. And recently, as I have traveled through the small towns, I have noticed I see a lot of Family Dollar stores, Dollar General stores, within 15 minutes of each other. And to me, it's great because there have been many of days when, as a child, as a um, traveling down the roads, going east to the country, man, it's like, where is a gas station? Like, where can I stop and get something to drink and eat? You know, or a potty break, because things were just so far and apart, within miles. It seems like 20 or 30 miles apart before you can get to a rest area. So, to me, I am thankful for these Family Dollars and Dollar General stores that are like 15 minutes apart in the rural areas. I think it's a great thing. And in the city, yes, I have noticed also a lot of these Family Dollar, Dollar Trees, Dollar General stores. Within my community, we have three different zip codes, and there probably are about 10 Family Dollar, Dollar Generals, and Dollar Tree, and just off the wall dollar stores. It could be more. It could be more within those three zip codes. Um, but yeah, they are frequent. Like, oh yeah, there's a dollar store. Oh yeah, right, great. The article also goes on to state it doesn't take a trained economist to understand how these so called bargain outlets have spread across the U.S. landscape. It's psychologically comforting to know the apparently cheap price of everything in a given store without needing to give it much thought. Throw in a crumbling American dream, and you got yourself a recipe for business success. Okay, so it is true these stores are kind of like a candy store, especially the Dollar Tree, because everything is $1 for the most part at the Dollar Tree, unless you're going to go to the Dollar Tree Plus. I definitely am in the Dollar Tree every week myself for no reason because stuff is a dollar. I buy ink pens, I buy t-shirts, but t-shirts are my favorite. I sometimes buy socks, especially in the wintertime when they have those fairy socks, or those thick socks. That kind of looks like slippers. The fuzzy socks, the fuzzy socks. So I buy those. Um, I love to get greeting cards from the Dollar Tree, and it's just stuff when I was working in office in person at the office. I would buy cute little knickknacks to put on my desk and decorate my desk. Like how cool is that? My desk looks really cute, and I only pay $1 for the merchandise each. And there's also, the point is the stuff is $1. So it just keeps you coming in there. Yeah, even candy. Seriously, candy is $1. So it's like it's kind of addictive, because everyone just about has $1 in a pocket. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of makes you feel good. Hey, it's something I can afford, and it's something that I want. And that's what the Dollar Tree offers to us. And even with the Family Dollars and the Dollar General, so things cost more than $1 for the most part. But you know, when you don't have a high income, and to me, a high income would be $60,000 or more a year, or $30 or more per hour. If you're making less, really, if you're making less, yeah, if you're making less than 75,000 or 65,000, yeah, so if you're making less than $30 an hour, um, you're probably things are probably going to be tight, budget wise for you. So yeah, and then housing and or just going up in general. May you be a renter, a home buyer, housing is going up, but the salaries are not keeping up. So yes, these stores are attractive to the average American. The article goes on to say it's also a recipe comprised largely of what can I say that word? Opportunistic scamming. I know this word. I can't pronounce it. Weird. As a recent infographic by Zachary Crockett over at The Hustle makes very plain, after all, you don't reach 34,000 stores across the country with a new location opening roughly every 6 or so hours. That is insane. That right there is really crazy. Um, they are opening a store every 6 or so hours. That's insane. By operating at a net loss, you do so by tricking your customers into believing they are getting great, cheap deals on name brand items when in fact they are simply paying more for less product. Now, okay, the thing with this here, let me get my highlighter. Let me get my pen here. So, look, it says you do so by tricking your customers into believing, they're getting great deals on name brand items when in fact they are simply paying more for less product. I guess in the beginning, yes, you can. It's true. I would agree with that. I mean, if you don't read, if you don't really pay attention, then you really do think that you're getting a good deal at the dollar, especially at these dollar stores, the Dollar Tree especially. Um, yeah, it can be tricky. So what you have to do is look at the quantity. So let's say for school supplies, um, when it is back to school season, it is best to buy school supplies at an office store, an office supply store, a grocery store, or your Target or Walmart, those big box discount stores, because you're going to get a better deal. You're going to get more for your money at those stores, opposed to spending $1 on a spiral notebook when you can probably get 5 spiral notebooks for $1 at your office supply store or at a one of those big box discount stores. So yeah, so a dollar spending $1 on an item is not always a good deal. It's not. Um, yeah, so it's like I like those Welch's fruit gummy fruit chews things, if you know what I'm talking about. So at the Dollar Tree, you get 4 in a box for $1. So if you buy two, because you know one is not enough, if you buy two, then you're gonna end up getting 8 packets of gummy fruit chews for $2. That's not a good deal. You could actually go to your local Walmart or Target or grocery stores when they are on sale, and you can get 10 of the fruit chews or fruit snacks for $2. So you're gonna get two more. You're gonna get 2 additional packets of fruit snacks for the same amount of money. So yeah, dollar stores don't always save you money. And the same thing is, I love Gain detergent, but sometimes Gain detergent is out of my budget. And so I get the small bottle of Gain detergent at the Dollar Tree for $1. And at first I was thinking I was saving money, but when I looked at the size of, because I will buy a couple of them at one time, but maybe I would get like 5. I'm like, wow, I'm getting these 5 bottles of Gain for $5. But when I added the ounces up for those 5 bottles, compared to buying a full bottle of Gain at like even a Family Dollar, it doesn't have to be your Target or Walmart. I was you the deal was better at the Family Dollar for a full bottle of Gain, opposed to buying like 5 or 6 or 7 bottles of the small bottles of Gain at the Dollar Tree. So it's true. Um, you don't get a good deal for the most part at these dollar stores, especially like even they're just more expensive. Overall, like Family Dollar, if you need like a pain reliever or a hair product, you know, it's gonna cost you more at the dollar. I mean, it's gonna cost you more at Family Dollar or Dollar Tree. I mean, or Dollar General, opposed to going to a Walmart or a Target and buy. You're gonna get it cheaper. Like I like the natural hair products. It's gonna cost way more at Family Dollar or or Dollar General. But you have to think about those stores are more convenient. They are 5 minutes away. So they're convenient. So if you were to get in your car and drive 15, 20 minutes to Target, or maybe 10 to Walmart, 10 minutes to Walmart, you're using gas. So are you really saving money by driving 10 minutes to Walmart and getting your hair products or even your laundry detergent for a lesser price than what's sold at Family Dollar? You have to work the numbers to determine that. You really do have to work the numbers to determine that. But yeah, for the most part, for name brand items, they're going to cost you more at Family Dollar and Dollar General, opposed to if you were going to one of those big box discount stores like Target or Walmart. That is the bottom line. And yeah, it's I feel like I've been talking on this for too long. You all get the point. I mean, I don't think the customers that shop at these stores are like so stupid that you know they they don't know that they're like really getting cheated. It could be just at the moment. Hell, all you have, only thing you can afford is $1 worth of Gain detergent, or $1 worth of product, a $1 laundry basket. You need one, but at the moment, you don't get paid for another 10 days, 7 days. So, spending $1 on this laundry basket makes sense opposed to spending 5, 10, or $15 on a laundry basket. I know you know that laundry basket's gonna fall apart on you. For every $1 in sales, Dollar General and Dollar Tree earn an average gross profit of 30 cents, reads Crockett's report. That's more than rivals like Target, which is 28 cents, and Walmart, which is 24 cents. These stores also buy bulk, surplus, and discontinued items, further increasing their overall profit margins. That $1 Old Spice deodorant might seem like a good deal, but at zero point 0.8 ounce is less than one third the size of the standard 3-ounce stick, and on a per unit basis is significantly more expensive than the larger size offerings at other retailers. Yes, yes, that is true. That's my point of it all. Um, that is something that I have noticed at Family Dollar, like Dove soap, especially the Dove shea butter is my favorite. So when I go to like Walmart or Target, I think 8 bars cost like $10. I'm like, oh my gosh. But I can get like 4 bars um at Family Dollar and Dollar General for like $4. Maybe that's what it is, okay? And so I'm thinking, oh my gosh, or maybe it is 4 bars. I can't really remember. But my point is, I'm spending like $4 for the Dove, 4 bars of Dove soap at Family Dollar and Dollar General, thinking it's a good deal. Like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for Family Dollar. I can finally afford Dove shea butter soap. I don't have to go to Target or Walmart and spend $8 to $10 on this soap. But what I noticed was the size. The size was smaller. So they weren't giving me anything. I get 4 bars of soap at Family Dollar for $4. That Dove shea butter soap for $4 because I'm getting $4 worth of product because the bars are smaller than what I would get at Target or Walmart. So yeah, it's true. It's really true. But like I said, hey, if that's all that's what that you can afford, that's in your budget. I don't think people just I think initially you may think you're getting a good deal at these stores, but once you start paying attention, you realize I really am getting what I paid for. I'm getting less quantity. Quantity. Okay, so you are technically paying more for the convenience, right? Oh, I just said that. I just said that. Remember, I was saying, like with hair products, see, um, or lotion, whatever it may be, something name brand, or you may need oh, a barbecue grill, a fan or whatever you may need. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna cost you more at the Dollar General and Family Dollar, but those stores are closer to you. So, you know. But yeah, that's exactly what I said earlier. That's not terrible, given that these outlets are essentially, well, convenience stores. But here's where it gets particularly gross. Dollar stores are targeting demographics who either aren't educated enough to spot the scam or who don't make enough to have much choice in where and when they buy their household necessities. Wow. Okay, let's see. Well, yeah, and that's what I was saying. You have to, I don't really think it's really about not being educated enough to spot the scam. I just think you have to pay attention because I'm educated. I have a master's degree. You know, I'm all about finance and budgeting and things like that. I consider myself to be an educated consumer. But at first, yeah, I was, I didn't spot the scam, and I decided to start, like I said, with the Gain detergent. Um, look at the ounce. How much was I getting? Based on how much I was paying. At the Dollar Tree, if I bought a couple bottles, opposed to just going to Target, Walmart, or grocery store and getting the full bottle Gain. Well, once I determined how much I was getting, the quantity versus the amount of money I was spending, I wasn't saving. I was actually spending more, you know, at Dollar Tree, or I wasn't winning. I thought I was winning by buying those small bottles. I wasn't winning. Okay, so we get it. Same thing with the Dove soap. You get what you pay for at these stores. That's just what it is. You get what you pay for. You're not like getting a bargain. You're not getting this great bargain at these dollar stores. That's just the point of it all. But, and like they say, who don't, it goes on to say, who don't make enough to have much choice in where and when they buy their household necessities, right? Maybe they have a lack of transportation. They can't really, maybe they don't have a lot of transportation to travel to stores to get a better deal, you know? Or like I said, maybe your money is funny, honey. It's another 7 days before you get paid. So instead of, paying $5 or $10 for a t-shirt, that $1 t-shirt at the Dollar Tree is going to work out just fine. The core demographic of dollar stores, lower income families who earn less than $40,000 per year. Remember I was talking about that income are often living paycheck to paycheck and can afford to buy in larger quantities, even if it means getting a better deal. Crockett explains. Yeah, that's just what I said. Um, yeah, it's like I remember $40,000 used to be a pretty decent salary. But unfortunately, 40,000 does not take you as far as it used to, especially with the increasing housing costs, rent, mortgages. At 40,000, this doesn't go as far as it used to. I know in my town, you could if you made $40,000, you can get you a house for $120,000, and you would be living like nice, decent, you know, the American dream. Your house would be in a decent neighborhood. You would have some money to save and invest, to go shopping, go and entertain yourself, take a trip. Yeah, that 40,000 doesn't go very far anymore, unfortunately. Unfortunately. There's just so many people that are living paycheck to paycheck. And what they say, and can't afford to buy in larger quantities. Yeah. Well, when they say larger quantity, I'm thinking like Sam's or Costco. Sometimes I don't even know if that's really a good deal, but that's another topic. So, desperation breeds profit for these dollar stores. And it's a business model that has, perhaps unsurprisingly, proven extremely successful. There are more of these stores than all the Walmarts. Wow. CVS, Walgreens, and Targets combined. So, yay, you might want to consider buying your pool floaties and Chef Boyardee SpaghettiOs. I messed that word up too. Somewhere more ethical, like, well, okay, okay, whatever. Yeah. So I don't know if these stores initially started out basically trying to, um, make a profit off of poor people. Maybe initially that was their goal to do that. Maybe they had good intentions. Okay. We want to make shopping convenient for the poor, the working poor, the moderate incomer. Maybe that was the goal. But as times have gotten a little bit harder, maybe they have begun to see this as an opportunity to make a fat profit. But that is incredible. I did not know the that these stores, that wow, that's just crazy that there are more of these stores. Oops, sorry about that. Than all the Walmarts, CVS, Walgreens, and Targets combined. That is really, really insane. So, what is your take on dollar stores? Like I said, I mean, I like the dollar stores because they are conveniently located. I like them because they are smaller than the big box discount stores like Walmart and Target. And of course, you can get the merchandise for $1, you know. And like I said, I am a fan of greeting cards and t-shirts at the dollar store, especially, I mean, the Dollar Tree in particular, you know. So, and I like ink pens and I like books. Really, that's why I go to the Dollar Tree. I mainly go there for the ink pens, the books, the greeting cards, and those t-shirts. Anything else, I really don't waste my money or time in there. And yeah, so these stores can be great for because some people don't even need big quantities. So, if you're single, if you have a small family, the smaller quantities may be better for you as far as when it comes to space. Maybe you don't have a lot of space in your house, and it's just better for your wallet. Now, I dislike these stores because they are more expensive for name brands, or popular brands that people normally use, and you also get less quantity. So you think you're saving money and you think you're getting a good deal, but in fact, you're just getting less quantity and a lesser quality. The laundry baskets, I bought a couple laundry baskets, and the laundry baskets have broken apart on me from the Dollar Tree. Not the ones from Family Dollar. But you have to be careful with the ones from the Family Dollar because it's just the material is just so stiff, you know. And stuff like I've gone into Family Dollar. I needed a USB card. I'm sorry, a scan card. Um, a card. You know that little card. Dang, what can I think of? A scan disc card to go into my phone or laptop. And at Family Dollar, the thing costs about $15 or $20 for 32 gigabytes. And I know I can get that thing at Target or Walmart all day long for under $10. So, yeah, I totally agree to this article to a certain extent or to a certain degree.